Lumos. Hi, I'm Gita Lovegood, and this is my ending out of Wizards Unite. Did not expect to do this video at all, but considering they announced that the game was going to be deleted from the App Store, like right after I had said that I was going to quit covering the game, I didn't know that was going to happen. Had no idea. It was just very coincidental timing. I did have my suspicions, but that's another story. I have been saving up different portkey locations over the past year, just casually trying to get all the different ones that I have not covered yet at all on my channel. So if I covered it in one of the group portkey videos, or if I covered it individually, it's probably not going to be in this video. I am going to do all of them in this one really long video, so look down below if you want to look at any particular location, or if you're bored of whatever location I'm on and you want to go ahead and jump ahead, all the timestamps are going to be in the description. I'm also going to be trying to do things a little bit different where I'm not shouting as much, so if the camera randomly jumps closer to me, just know that that was on purpose and I'm not going to announce it every time. Well, here goes nothing. Hopefully everything works out, because when I used to record these, there were a lot of struggles. All right, this is one that I recorded a long time ago and it just didn't work out and I lost the recording, so I'm excited to redo this one. We are in the Great Hall. Oh, and I'm so glad I have this little screen cover. It's really helping give me a lot of shade over my screen, so I'm able to see a lot more. So right now we are at the very front of the hall, close to the professor's table. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the professor's table. All right, we are up, sitting in Dumbledore's chair of all people. Wow. Oh, he has this big ass thing just blocking his view of everything. I mean, no blame there. Gonna try to get a little bit closer. That's really cool. It's got like all the feathers and all of the candles just glowing, and then like the swirl down. That's beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to go up close to that at the end to see it from the other side. And then we've got all the gargoyles on the walls. Oh, there are the house points. Okay. You know what I really like about this? Let's pop closer. Every time they portray any kind of the house points anywhere, for some reason Ravenclaw is dead last, even though we're the smart house and we would be earning literally all of the house points that Hermione earns in all of her lessons, answering all the questions correctly. So like the fact that this has all of them equal makes me so happy. They were like, nope, no houses are gonna get priority. They are all going to be equal. And then they've got all of the different like house mascots up at the top. That's really cool. Then there's this random corner. The ceiling goes up really high. Wow. Okay, really quick, since I'm at the front of the hall, I'm going to give you guys your horizontal perspective shot. Why did all the candles turn sideways? Okay, I'm sorry about that, but like here's still your horizontal perspective shot. It's not going to be quite believable. Now, I am going to pop over to the fireplace. So we've got our gigantic fireplace. Wait a second. They put so much detail in. What? That fireplace goes so high up. Wow, okay. And it's like the whole thing is glowing with embers. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, my eyes. So if I remember correctly, the houses are supposed to sit with Gryffindor to the far left, then Hufflepuff, then Ravenclaw, then Slytherin to the far right when you're walking into the doors looking at the professor's table. So I'm gonna step on over. Here's the Ravenclaw table. Now personally, I was always one that liked to sit sort of to the front and also sort of to the middle. This is my spot. This is where I can easily get in and out because it's at the edge of the table, still pretty close to the front, but also not all the way to the front. So not too many people have to walk by me to get to their spots, but yeah, I feel like this is just a good spot to sit. So this is my spot. Where's your spot? Let me know. This is mine, you can't take it. Just gonna write Gita Lovegood right there on the seat. Just gonna carve it. I like that there are candles on the tables too. So there's just 2 more spots. Oh wait, is that a... Oh my goodness. I thought that was a door. That's Hagrid's chair. Okay, we're checking that back out when we go up there. But I think I want to go check out the front doors of the Great Hall really quick. So let's pop over. Great Hall is so big. Alright, apparently my eyes are really mad at me wearing makeup today because it's been so long, so we're just gonna embrace the crying. We're at the very end. I don't have time to do this video again. We're not gonna have weather that works out for me doing the video again. You guys can, I know you guys are great. You guys won't mind. So we have the big double doors. They have those like bronze hook like handles. Are those, I think those are the house crests on the door. So that's really cool. It's a bit hard to see over here. And then we've got another gargoyle. Is that a, that looks almost like a raven. So are all the gargoyles, no, they all kind of look like they've got wings. That's weird. Let me know what you think it is. I can't tell what it is right here. I'll be able to see when I'm editing. All right, well, this is the front of the hall. Let's pop all the way back to the very front. Alright, so I think I was wrong. I don't think that's Hagrid's chair. I think this is the door that in the Goblet of Fire, Harry goes through in order to go down and get yelled at by Dumbledore when he wasn't supposed to be. I think this is that door. It's definitely not a chair. Wait. Why did this actually go somewhere? That was weird. Oh, this is the wall. That's a really thick wall. So there's the door. Honestly, it doesn't look like any of these are built for Hagrid. Where does Hagrid sit in this great hall? I'm wondering. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch and see if Hagrid has a different sized chair, or if somehow they managed to fit his giant self in one of these tiny little chairs that's smaller than Dumbledore's chair.
His half giant self.
His half giant self. I was stand corrected. All right. Finally, let's go look at this podium up front and we will be done with this portkey. Walking on the roof. Oh, okay, so it's an owl. That's interesting and very fitting. And then it's got this like cool gem right there in the center. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to stop my screen recording here and then wait to get the confirmation that the screen recording was successful, and then I will move on. It let me out. Okay, cool. I was worried. Okay, so we are in the Forbidden Forest portkey, the very first portkey we ever received. Now, my main thing is you can see a centaur somewhere in the woods here. So, I know it's all just woods. We're gonna go find the centaur and see how detailed it is up close, and then we're gonna go move on. Okay. Oh, he's over there. Just casually walking through trees. Why does he keep getting smaller? Why aren't you getting bigger? Okay. Apparently I'm the size of a pixie. First I was at his hooves and now I can't find him. Well. I walked up to the centaur and either the elevation is supposed to change within the portkey so I'm not as high up as I should be, or they made him huge and really far back for the perspective to work. Not sure which. Either way, he's not too much more detailed up close. Actually, I think... Oh, where is he? I think he's easier to see from within the portkey, in the boundaries. He is moving though, do you guys see that? His arms are like swaying back and forth. Oh well, I tried. All right. I do want to say before I get into this next one that before I was actually twisting my ankles when I was trying to run through this because of my hypermobility, but now I'm wearing barefoot shoes. If you've not heard of them, definitely look into them. They are life-changing. They help you basically walk as if you were out in the wild without any kind of extra support, so it lets all of the muscles in your feet do what they're supposed to, and it doesn't like force your foot to do something that it doesn't want to do, which is what mine were doing and making me like hurt myself every time I was recording one of these videos. So far so good. All right, this one is actually going to be the one that we've been waiting for, the Astrology Tower. All right, my boyfriend got me outside of the perimeter, and as you guys can see, the perimeter kind of takes up the entire Astrology Tower. So we are out hovering above the Hogwarts castle, flying on our brooms. So we can see the courtyard down there. Got some nice grass. This is just so pretty. Oh, that lake just looks like it goes on forever. Oh, wow. There's a lot more openings for like the Hogwarts students to get outside than I thought. Okay, so there's the tower. We're inside some other structures. Let's walk around this way. So we've got all of these different rooftops, which are blue, not to be confused with the Black Lake. Walk on through. We're definitely in some sort of structure. Oh, cool! Oh, wow! Oh, we're so high up! Oh my gosh, okay, pop closer. Pop! Alright. Oh wow, so you can really see well inside the tower. It looks like they've got railings all around so like all the students can enjoy the view. My favorite scene in this tower, this is like, of course, where Dumbledore dies, but at the very end of the Half-Blood Prince, you get to see Harry, Ron, and Hermione kind of talking about how they're about to go after Voldemort, and they're just like hanging over and looking off into the distance. That is one of the best places to look inside the Astronomy Tower. So if you want to open up the movies and check out all these different locations, I'm going to try to give you like the perfect scenes to go and find them. So this one is the very end of the Half-Blood Prince. Like I think it's the very last scene is inside this Astronomy Tower. Oh my gosh! Look at this telescope! Whoa! Oh my goodness! I don't think that's how telescopes are supposed to look on this side, but obviously they didn't think we would see it from this side. Wow! Oh, and there are the cliffs. Oh, there's the, okay, pop closer. Pop! So, right here, this, so that's the Great Hall, those tall buildings with the points at the top, the arches, and then right out there is like the courtyard, and this is kind of like where Harry fights Voldemort, but it's also where like all the students run out when the Weasley twins are setting off their fireworks against Umbridge. So If you want a good scene to go and look at that, that's one of my favorite scenes, is when they run out in the 5th movie. It's probably 3/4 of the way through, if not close to the end, and they're all just like cheering on the Weasley Wizard Weez's fireworks. Gita from the future here. I am popping myself in. I actually went back and recorded the other side of the castle because I realized when I was editing that I got distracted while I was doing that. I will be popping in a few more times in this video, but for now, let's continue on. Okay, so first I'm just showing off where we're at. I'm showing more of this side of the castle, and then I'm going to pop way closer to the Great Hall so that you guys can see, and then I actually ended up not being able to walk any further out because I would have ended up in the road. So you'll see that I end up like starting to like go away quickly right here, and that's me in the car. My boyfriend is driving and I'm just holding the camera as still as I can while we're hitting different things in the road, because you know roads are not perfect. But there you go, there's the other side of the castle. Aww, there's little owls flying around. Oh my goodness, that one looks like Hedwig too. Wow. Aww, and you can see her going through all the little details. That's really cool. This is one of my favorite portkeys. I'm so glad I lost it the first time, so I'm so glad that they brought it back so I got to grab it again. Wow. Okay, I'm going to walk and pop that way to see if we can see the boathouse. I barely made any progress. Bop. All right, so I walked a crazy, I'm almost to the end of the park. If I get any closer, you guys are gonna hear the cars. I don't think we're gonna see the boathouse over here, but you can still see a pretty cool shot of Hogwarts. So there are definitely some parts missing, and I'm confused at what some parts are. Like down here, what is that next to the wall? I can't really tell. And we're so high up. Is that the greenhouses? That might be the greenhouses. I just know this castle's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Oh, there's another owl flying. It's coming in hot. Well, I guess let's trek all the way back over into the Astronomy Tower. The sun has come out. So now my eyes are gonna get even worse, but that's cool. This was a crazy, like, they built this to scale almost the amount of steps that it took to get all the way out there versus in here. Anyways, here we have the inside of the Astronomy Tower a little bit closer up. I am about to go inside because I don't think there's anything to look at on the other side left. All right, stepping on in. So of course, those footprints are just from the game. And then we've got all of these different devices for helping calculate astrology. My phone almost fell. Okay. So there's the hallway I think I saw one of you guys get into. Wow. That's interesting. I didn't expect to see that. Is that like some drawers or something maybe? And then, oh, it doesn't like my GPS. Is that Australia? It's got a whole globe right here. Wow. Okay, well that's really cool. Huh. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording there. that was a pretty cool portkey location. Definitely did not disappoint. I'm going to go grab my sunglasses before I continue recording because my eyes are just literally bawling at this point from the wind. Oh wait, no, I'm in it. Okay. There's just literally nothing on this side except the entrance. Okay, I think this is the boathouse, which shout out to Cindy for letting me know that this was one of the newest locations that I still needed to grab. I did manage to grab it. So let's go in and explore. Hopefully it's not too dark. Okay. Pop a little closer. All right, so we are definitely in the boathouse. I'm in the middle of the water. There's some boats right here with some life rafts or like little, they're not rafts, but I forget what they're called. Like the little circular things that you can throw and help people. And then looks like there's an upside down boat with some extra little floating devices against that wall. So this is all just like an entrance for people to boat all the way into. So this must be where the first years all, whenever they're riding in their boats coming into Hogwarts, this must be where they actually come into, and then they end up like going up the stairs or whatever. Okay. So then there's something circular over there. Oh, there's more boats. Okay, so over here it's just a bunch of boats. Oh, there's the moon. What in the world? Why is the moon making a shadow and there's lights coming from behind the moon? I'm very confused. All right, I'm going to quickly go out here and then we'll pop back right over. All right, so ignore that little patch where it's not really filled in. It looks like they've tried to build some mountains with some snow tops. I think they were getting a little bit lazy by this point, if I'm honest, but I'm really trying not to bash anybody. So we've got 2 entryways to like walk onto boats and get up off of them easily. Oh, there's some stairs.
Oh, they got docking ports.
Yeah, like docking ports. And then, oh, it is so bright and so dark in the portkey. Okay. I knew I was getting into this. Alright, sun, brighten up the screen more. Okay, well, I'm not seeing too much out of the ordinary over here, so I'm going to pop back inside the perimeter of the portkey. All right, so in here, I can already see some ores hanging on the wall, and then there's this like random cabinet right here, and then okay. Cindy said that there was some dead lilies placed where Snape passed away. So I believe that's what this is over here. Okay, I think those are supposed to be like twirled up rope, but it honestly looks like Nagini dead. Just because of the way that it tips up at the end. And then, oh, there's the flower vase. Wow. How special. Definitely gonna have to go back and watch that scene now with Snape getting murdered brutally by Nagini, because I don't remember this location too much. But I've noticed that after I record all of these portkey locations, when I go back and watch the movies, I notice so many more details that I've noticed thanks to the portkeys. So it helps me appreciate everything a little bit more. So I'm definitely excited to do that with this. That moon ray is really bizarre though. Like, that is unrealistic in my opinion. All right, now on to the next. Newt Scamander's case. I have tried to record this one before too. Screen recording failed, same as the Great Hall. Oh, the fizzing Whizbees. I don't know why I was saying fizzing Whizbee. Those are definitely billywigs flying by, so please ignore anytime I accidentally say fizzing Whizbee. I think I caught all the times and just kind of cut them out, but I do end up saying, like, getting excited about them a lot. I'm like, oh my god, fizzing Whizbee, fizzing Whizbee. It's really billywig. They're flying around. Oop. I think they're the only actual animal in this one, but I really like watching Fantastic Beasts and then going in this one because I feel like there's a lot of small details that you're only going to get by watching that. So let's look around first. Where am I? Inside the border is where Newt's office is, so we're going to go into all the different habitats first, and I'm going to do my best to remember which habitat is for which fantastic beast. All right, so first let's walk out this way. We're in the plains of Arizona, as Newt Scamander would call it. And this is where he was trying to imitate the habitat for the thunderbird. I mean, they did a pretty good job. This is definitely what it looks like when, like, they take away how magical it looks in the movie, like when it's disillusioned or whatever for the viewers. All the cacti definitely give the Arizona impression though. All right, back on out. Oh, it looks like he's got a boat. Interesting. And then some pails, probably for feeding some magical creatures. All right. Now, Gotta walk through these gates. Into this habitat. Now, this one looks a lot like stars and whatnot. I don't remember for sure, but I want to say this is the mooncalf habitat. So I did go back and watch Fantastic Beasts to try to figure out what section this one is, and I'm pretty sure it is actually the grab porn area, but it still could be the mooncalf. Both have very starry skies and moons going on, and not too much else other than like stones. And I could see why, since you're only supposed to see this from inside the barrier within Newt's case, I could see why they didn't add any of that flooring, because you would really only be able to see little bits and pieces of the starry sky if you were looking perfectly through a specific hole in the doorway. So that's what I'm pretty sure that is. Because I think they just like it when it's like nighttime and starry out. That's their preferred habitat. So that's what I think this one is. This one's a little bit more boring. And then I know there's a third one. Where is it? I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find it really quick, and then we'll pop there. Nope, not over here. Here we go. I found it. Pop! So I found the last one. I'm not sure why they have all of these built when you can barely see all of them from Newt's case. So if you weren't breaking the rules like I am, then you wouldn't get to appreciate all of this. But here we are. This is just a, the first time I saw this, this looked so identical to the park I was in. I couldn't even tell it was a separate habitat. But it is just like a grassy area with a bunch of trees. I don't actually remember seeing this one in the movie. So I might try to like pop back through and pop on the screen right here which one it is if it's in the movie. This section I really did my best to like slow down and watch over and over and over, and unfortunately there is no particular one section that looks identical to this. There are a few that it could be, but there were none that were perfect for me to be like, this is definitely this habitat. But either way, I do recommend going and watching that little scene in Fantastic Beasts and then coming back and watching this, because then you might appreciate some things a little bit more, like a little bit of the details. In Fantastic Beasts, if you're skimming through trying to find it, it is right after Queenie takes them home and is trying to make Jacob and Newt go to sleep. That's when they go into the little case. But pretty simple looking park. Let's go back into the main office. Oh, he's got a ladder over here. And then a net. Every match zoologist needs a net. All right. Pop. All right, there is inside Newt's case. That's where he keeps all of the things. Oh, is that a heater? That looks like a little furnace almost right here. Oh man. Okay. Oh, Fizzing Whizbee just flying through the door, flying by the door. All right, let's step on in. So it looks like he's got a bunch of books, maybe some filing stuff right here, some scissors, a magnifying glass, pretty standard stuff for any kind of person that's doing research. Okay, what is that? That looks like some scissors mixed with a syringe of some sort. That's interesting. If you know what that medical device is, if it's like a real thing, let me know. Looks like he's got some plants here too. Of course, he would be growing some stuff probably for like herbs to heal the magical creatures. I can see this so much better now with this than the first time. I was struggling so hard. I'm not trying to leave the natural area. Okay. So then he's got like all of these filing cabinets, probably full of all of his different research. They look very similar to the ones that are in the back room of Ollivander's. It is so dark. Oh, he's got a tea kettle. It looks like this is probably a bucket and some mops. Oh, no, those are it's a bucket holding a shovel and a net. Looks like he's got some potions over here and some extra little things. Oh, I wonder if we can see the picture of Lita Lestrange. We should be able to, don't you think? That would be a really key detail to leave out. Okay, so that definitely looks like some sort of furnace to me. Looks like he stuck some stickers on whatever this is. Oh, that's a map. Oh, it's a rolled up map. That's cool. Lots of little trinkets. There's another rolled up map. Oh my gosh, the sun. A bucket hanging up there. What's on the ceiling? Let me know. I can't see it. What's flapping right there too? There's something flapping. That's interesting. It might just be a glitch in the portkey though. More books, more trinket boxes. Lots of trinket boxes. Newt's very sentimental, huh? I'm not seeing any pictures. Oh, there's a cutting board, a stool. Well, there might be a picture in like that stack right there. Man, that would have been a really cool detail to have the picture of Lita Lestrange in there. Otherwise, I really like the location. I feel like it also would have been cool to have some magical creatures running around, but that might have broken the whole Calamity plot point, which is supposed to be all the magical creatures are taken from where they're supposed to be. So maybe all the ones from Newt's case escaped as well. I'm not completely sure. I just know that it really excited me in some areas and then it disappointed me in others. That's all I'm going to say on that. Oh, this is a location that I did not know that they would do and really surprised me when I ended up picking it up. So I believe this is Flourish and Blott. All right. So there's no outside to Flourish and Blott, unlike like Honeydukes or other locations in Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade. There's no outside. All right. The first time this one took me in, it really threw me off because for some reason it was just like randomly throwing me in front of rack spurts and like sliding the screen across. I've never gotten it to do that again. I wish I'd recorded it because it was really random. I wonder how people are supposed to like, I guess magic, huh? Magic can help people get a random book out of a tall stack like that. This looks crazy. Okay, so first off, I know we're looking from the outside. Wind has picked up a little bit, so I'm going to try to be a little bit closer to the camera. So first off, we have the stairs. So if you remember the second movie, when Malfoy walks down the stairs and confronts Ginny and Harry Potter, like, "Ooh, Potter, got your name on the front page," something like that. That's where he says that line, because I guess he went up the stairs, which is confusing because well, I guess it does look like there's some places where you can walk around upstairs and get some books. Interesting. All right, I am going to go around and walk through the back of the store. Excuse me. All right, so I am just on the other side of this border. We've got this tall stack of books right here. We've got a sign that says potent potions. So that's where all the potent potion spell books are. And then right here we have all of the monster books of monsters, which I'm going to be nitpicky. I'm going to say it. Those things are supposed to be chomping people's hands off. So they're supposed to be in a cage. The books are supposed to be in a cage. Not just chilling here, stacked up neatly, behaving. No, they're supposed to be in a cage. I'm gonna move on. It is so hard to keep my eye open. Okay, so looks like there's a door right here. That probably goes into like an extra little office area. Let's see if we can go through and see. Huh. So it's literally just an empty area? That's weird. All right. I don't think any of the book names are on here, but it's still very detailed, a bunch of different books. You can see all the pages layered up. Pretty cool. Dark arts section. I feel like that should be blocked off a little bit too, but I guess adults are allowed to get into whatever mischief they want to, huh? It's interesting that they're all stacked according to color, but they don't all like look identical. Oh, so that section is what I was just looking at through the door. I like how this door has the reflection of the books. I don't like that I'm not in the reflection, but I get that that's a hard thing to do, if not impossible. So, not arguing there. But I am going to pop over here behind the desk, the checkout desk. See, here's another monster book just like chilling. What in the world? Oh, what is this? Wow, that is so detailed. A Mount Dew. And then it's got all the little buttons. And then the buttons have, oh. If I'm not mistaken, these buttons have euros on them. Maybe not. It doesn't look like a galleon or a sickle or a knut letter. So, even more points lost. We'll get over it. We'll get over it. There's a lot of detail there. I just would have liked to see wizarding currency. I'm a little bit too nitpicky. All right, across the line, what does that sign say? Dragons. Oh, a whole section for dragons. That's cool. All right. Oh, sun. Ah. So there's the lights, there are the stairs. House elves, they have a whole section on house elves. That's unrealistic. I don't believe that. Not one bit. Potent potions, herbology. Why is herbology under the stairs? That section should be dedicated to Harry Potter. The section under the stairs belongs to Harry Potter everywhere. All right. That wind just really picked up. All right, I think that's about all we can see from here. Obviously, I'm just gonna keep complaining if I keep going through something that has details wrong. All right, going to try to record inside the Shrieking Shack. It's throwing me into the floorboard. As you can see, I redid this because I was thrown into the floorboard. So I actually came home and I tricked it while going up and down my own apartment stairs. I did not record any of that just because I needed to protect my own privacy, but I'm going to narrate it for you as we walk through. First, I am going to go up the stairs because I actually set the barrier going up the stairs. So like I ran through it backwards up the stairs in order to trick it. And then I came back down a little bit and looked at everything from a little bit of a higher view. And then I just keep going up a few stairs at a time and looking at everything because there's like a lot of details in this place. And there's a lot that you won't even see unless you go up higher. So I go up to the very top of the stairs and you can see I'm like trying to pause it and focus on some of the paintings. So if any of you guys want to look at which paintings they are, see if they're any of the ones that are from other places. I look up, there's no other stairs to go anywhere. I don't have any extra stairs in my complex to go up further. So I went up as high as I could. Ironically, because I put the portal right on the stairs, I wasn't able to go all the way up to the top of the stairs in this location because I went up as high as I literally could. And then I decided to come back down and scan the room. You can see down the hallway, that's where they enter in. And then over here is a little bit behind the stairs. I don't really know if Harry ever goes behind the stairs in the movies. So I decided to go back up the stairs, and then I went a little bit over in my hallway up in my complex so that I could try to see the house elves a little bit better, because if you remember in the books, the walls are supposed to be lined with house elf heads from past deceased house elves. So they do have some of those. In my opinion, they don't really look house elf-like, they look very human-like. And then I went down below and I tried to like hold my arms up and record as high as I could because it had me down like really, really low to the ground. So just, you know, right here, let's just pretend we're Creature. Let's just pretend we're Crookshanks or Creature and we're walking down the hallway. We're like, all right, what's gonna go on? So I went to the very, very end. I've cut out parts where it accidentally like showed bits and pieces of where I live. And then I decided to record the very, very top so you can see little bits of grass and little bits of sky where the boundary is, where the barrier actually is, the furthest that they animated things. Unfortunately didn't get any of these hallway paintings, especially on the right hand side. I tried to get as many as I could, but it was like definitely hard in the location that I was recording. I was having to walk in between trees and all over a lot of rocks. This area, I think it's very interesting because like that is supposed to be rug. Like the bottom, the floor right there is supposed to be the same kind of rug as on the stairs. So I'm curious why they decided to do that. Then I went up the stairs and I actually went into my own apartment to be able to record in the dining room because I realized that there was a dining room when I was recording out at the park, and I was like, okay, I need to be able to see this better. So here is a little view from above. This is where the Order of the Phoenix met. So if you want to go watch this, you can open up Order of the Phoenix, go a little bit in. Right after Harry enters Grimmauld Place, you'll be able to appreciate all of this. You'll see like the broken mirror in the hallway. You'll see the troll foot that's holding all of the umbrellas and everything. And you'll see Sirius smiling at Harry through the gap in the door. And then through the middle of the movie, you can see the Weasley family having Christmas at this table. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this extra little clip, and hopefully it is a little bit, I know it is definitely much better than what I got at the park. Alright, this last location is definitely the Shrieking Shack. That last one could have been the Black family house. This one is definitely the Shrieking Shack, and the best way that you can see it in the movies is to go to the third movie. Go about halfway through the movie before they start time traveling to where they have just crawled through and they've just confronted Sirius Black. And then you can see the whole room with like Sirius talking to the trio and then Remus and then Snape. You can see it all. And I feel like that's the best way you can appreciate it and be like, oh, okay, this is where Sirius was sleeping and this is what he was doing here. Let's go in. Okay. So, right there is the door where they crashed through, like they came down the hallway and they crashed through the door. And then where I'm standing is where Ron and Harry and Hermione were all cowering, trying to they were all sitting right here with Scabbers. And then it looks like that over there is a makeshift bed that Sirius was sleeping in. I'm not sure why he wasn't in the actual bed frame that was over there, but this is the one that looks like it's got a blanket on it, and it looks like a tattered blanket. So I could see Sirius turning into his dog form to keep warmer and then sleeping on that. And he's also got a little bit of a light source going in right there. And then, a tattered broken roof with just light shining all the way through. All right. Oh, and it looks like a couple teacups maybe. I'm gonna walk around the perimeter so we can get closer to that other bed. Are they actually letting us see through the doors? That doesn't look like it's literally okay. Alright. Pop! Oh, looks like there's a piano here. I've never noticed that before. Wow, there's just like a random piano chilling in the Shrieking Shack. That's interesting. There's some more windows. Probably the windows that people were looking in. Here's the bed, like with the pillow and everything, and it's like got this bed frame. It's like one of those 4-poster beds that you can drape things over, just like that they have in Hogwarts. Just like the boys have in the Gryffindor room. And it even has some of these drapes, it looks like. All right. It's hard to tell. It looks like that's double doors that are kind of open right there. Yeah, the big takeaway is that piano. Oh, there's a chair over here. Oh my goodness! Up! It's all covered in snow! Oh my goodness! This makes so much sense because the day that they actually went to the Shrieking Shack is the day that was snowing, and like Harry was in the invisibility cloak and he was throwing those snowballs at Malfoy, and Malfoy was like, "What's going on?" Wow! I mean, this is not how I pictured the scenery at all. I don't see any of like the forest or trees that we see in the movie, but still, I like that. And you can barely see my real blue sky poking out next to it. That's pretty cool. All right, so then we've got the window frame right here. And then we've got a chair right here. That's probably just something that Sirius chills in. Everybody likes to sit down and have a little bit of back support, which he wouldn't have in his beds. Now, okay, so this little thing that I thought was his bed, it looks like it's just like a little chase, little couch chair that's also by the window. So that's nice. He's got like two little windows to sit by. And then there's some candles that he can light at night. Aww, he's got a fireplace and some wood over here, so he could always just like start a fire too. Although that would probably like bring a lot of eyes to the Shrieking Shack, so I get why there's probably just candles that he lit. I'm going to walk back around, pop you over. We're going to look in between those doors, and I think we will be done. Pop! All right, so we are right in between, peeking in. This is what Snape saw when he was like trying to bust in on everybody. And turning around. All I see is a reflection of my face in the screen. It's that black. So if you see anything, congratulations. Just popping in a little audio here to let you guys know that I'm playing music here. I tried to record all of the locations to get the audio from it, and surprisingly, the Shrieking Shack had absolutely zero audio. So here is still your horizontal 360 view. Well, that was it. 8 more locations all in one video. Those were all the different new locations that I could grab. Turned out I accidentally grabbed 2 that I already had before, so sorry that it wasn't 10 new locations. Did the best I could on the last minute notice. Yes, I have been saving these up for a few months, but weather and life, you know, life gets in the way sometimes and you can't always do what you want to do. I'm excited that I got to do this when I did, and yeah, I'm really sorry that the game makers are doing this to you. Those of you that still love the game, I am absolutely really frustrated and devastated for you guys, because they promised us a 10-year-long game and they're literally deleting it from the App Store in a little over a week. So very frustrating, especially when it was definitely their fault with most of it. Like all of the things that made them... Alright, I'm not trying to rant in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly wrap this up. I'm sure I've already taken enough of your time today, so thank you for taking the time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I covered all the different portkey locations that you wanted me to cover, and as thoroughly as you wanted to. I hope that the same goes for you as it does for me, where these videos help you enjoy the movies even more, because now you get to see all the tinier details that we don't get to see in the movies. And I hope I get to see you guys again in the future. I know I already said goodbye in my last video, but in case you missed it, thank you so much for watching my channel. I hope I see you guys in the future. And until next time, make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Nox.